So hi and welcome to Data Explorers with me, Will Duff Gordon. So spring is in the air, well, occasionally in London, and therefore our thoughts are turning to our New York Forum, which takes place in the Four Seasons Hotel near Central Park on the 26th of May. This is an opportunity for us to have a bit of a run through the agenda, but more importantly to try to appeal for people to help us set the topic and agenda, so that if any sort of areas that must be put on the table to discuss, feel free to chuck them in our direction, because we do want it to be a really good analysis of the issues of the day and not lots of cosy consensual panel discussions as some of these conferences tend to be. We will be helped by the presence of Matt Miller again this year, who is the best dressed man of US business television. He works at Bloomberg News and he moderated last year, and he's going to be kind of comparing the day. So first of all, what's particularly unique about this occasion is that we're lucky enough to have an associate professor of finance, Adam Reed, speaking, because what he's done is he's looked at the effect of public short selling disclosures on share price movements with Charles Jones from Columbia University, which is the first sort of empirical look at what is the effect upon share price movements and volatility when a short position is announced and disclosed. So he's looked at the UK data on financials to sort of say, is there any predatory trading? Is there any follow the leader? So really should be some really interesting results as to what is the effect of these short selling disclosures, particularly relevant at a time when lots of other regulators are thinking about instituting widespread short selling disclosure. So come and listen to Adam for groundbreaking research. Of course, we'll discuss the effect of regulation. We have the Dodd-Frank bill kind of gradually turning from being a massive document this big into SEC action. And we'll be very interested to hear people's thoughts on how that is going to change people's behaviour. If London's anything to go by, our London audience reckon that between 10 and 25% of their time, 80% of people reckon they're spending between 10 and 25% of their time on regulatory issues. So is that the case in America, we wonder. A panel that I'm looking forward to is really going to be about sort of the agency lending model and whether that is going to continue for the next 20 years as much as it's dominated the last 15 years. Post-Lehman, what's really changed there? Not a great deal. Capital adequacy, agent lenders don't have as much capital as perhaps some other banks do, and that's going to be interesting to see how that panel goes. We're also going to talk about hedge funds and their relationship with prime brokers as usual, and we're also going to talk about ETFs. And so the usual suspects will be discussed, but do let us have any comments if you have things that you really want on the table. I've written a little report on this today at dataexplorers.com/news, and we look forward to hopefully seeing you on the day.